Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the London Monarchs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
His team showed up.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Savage. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
X3, 218, chopper.
Here we go. Safe.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Savage. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
We want it. Come to my world. Watch the safety.
Hey, Sam on.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. The mic. 60 yards. 53 is the mic. Not here.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
General West.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, eat. Hey.
Mike, 55. Check.
Now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the double. Mike's 50.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Here's Dixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read.
42 to Mike.
It's our time. It's our time. Kill.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And the Broncos first
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check the out. Check the out.
Kill.
Blue draw Corker.
Check 13. Check 13. Slam.
Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
It's a pickup of
Watch the
6.
shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
Any weapon.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, exit. Get it.
2nd and 4. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Dixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a give, right side. Savage. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Monarchs nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down. Jackson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now it's Jackson, and they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I got you. I got you. Kill.
Protein spill. Hey, Delta. Rock it. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Monarchs nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because
under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
That's it. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Who that? Who that?
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs and avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
We don't want this.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Hey, Alpha.
Army. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They're going to look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24. Yard line.
Let's go. And 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
53's the mic. 53.
Now Jackson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Get that ball.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Looking to throw. Winters. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back to throw. Winters into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
That's the way.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Looking to throw on second down. Winters. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Winters. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Dixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At the 23-yard line.
Mike 55.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Winters. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced a field goal.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of a yard.
tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. And Robinson with a big catch. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grab.
And he's going to go down again.
Good job.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Broncos 24, Monarchs 7.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And the 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Winters eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Hey, hold on. Watching you five. Too little, cupcake. Check 37. Check 37. Check 24. Check 24.
Now on 1st, Dixon again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And his throw here's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check your hot read.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Throwing is Jackson, buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Winters. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw on 2nd down, Winters. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on 1st down. Winters nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I got you. Man, I got you. Kill, kill, kill. Go, go. Kill, kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, pick it up. Squeeze. Shift.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Right there. Oh, dead, baby.
A big